The silent watcher opening scene, a dimly lit room, eerie music, and a narrator's chilling voice. I never believed in true horror until it happened to me. My name is Sarah, and this is the story of the most terrifying experience of my life. It all started when I moved into my new apartment, a cozy little place in a quiet neighborhood. Everything seemed perfect. That was until I started noticing strange things. It began subtly, a feeling of being watched. Small objects moved from their places, the faint sound of footsteps outside my window late at night. One evening, I returned home from work, exhausted. As I unlocked my door, I noticed a single red rose placed neatly on my doorstep. Confused but flattered, I thought maybe a secret admirer had left it. The next day, another rose appeared, then another. Every night, without fail, a fresh rose would be there. At first, I brushed it off as a harmless gesture, but then I started receiving anonymous calls. Whenever I answered, there was only silence, long, eerie silence. My heart pounded every time my phone rang at night. Then, the real horror began. One evening, as I was cooking dinner, my phone buzzed. It was a message from an unknown number. "You look beautiful in that blue dress." Chills ran down my spine. I was wearing a blue dress. My hands trembled as I looked around my apartment. The curtains were open. My breath caught in my throat as I ran to the window and yanked the curtains shut. That night, I barely slept. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of the wind sent my heart racing. The next morning, I decided to install security cameras. What I saw made my blood run cold. At exactly 3:15 a.m., a tall figure in a hoodie appeared on my screen. He stood at my window, just watching. He never knocked, never tried to break in, just watched. Then, slowly, he lifted his hand and placed a rose on my doorstep before vanishing into the night. I called the police, but they found nothing, no fingerprints, no evidence. My friend suggested I stay with someone, but I refused to let fear drive me out of my own home. That was my biggest mistake. The next night, I heard it, the creak of my bedroom door slowly opening. My breath hitched as I reached for my phone, my fingers trembling as I dialed 911. My heart nearly stopped as I saw a shadow move closer to my bed. Then, the voice, low and chilling. "You should have closed your window." I screamed as loud as I could, the sound piercing through the silence. My bedside lamp crashed to the floor as I scrambled to turn it on. The figure bolted, disappearing before I could get a clear look. Moments later, the police arrived, but once again, he was gone. I moved out the next day, never looking back. But to this day, I can't shake the feeling that somewhere, in the shadows, he's still watching. Closing scene. The narrator's voice fades, the camera zooms into a dark alleyway, and the words appear on the screen, "Always lock your windows. You never know who's watching."